A major drug distribution ring is out of business tonight. State and federal agents dismantled the operation after a year-long investigation in Hopkins County. 14 News reporter Barbara Bellinger was at today's press conference and joins us with the details.
5 accused drug dealers are now behind bars. Federal, state, and local officials say it took multiple agencies and more than a year to take them down. A multi-agency investigation in Hopkins County led to charges against 6 people and the seizure of both drugs and weapons.
Investigators seized approximately 5 pounds of methamphetamine and 2 pounds of cocaine, along with multiple firearms.
Officials say the investigation into the large-scale trafficking organization began just over a year ago.
Utilizing a range of investigative techniques, which included a Title III wiretap into a number of telephones used by certain of the defendants, agents uncovered a broad conspiracy to distribute bulk quantities of methamphetamine here in Madisonville.
A federal grand jury indicted 6 people on 13 counts. Traviel Civils, Taryn Cox, James Gunn, Robert Rice, Adam Pettis, and Brooke Poe. One is out of custody. Agents served warrants and made arrests last week. The ATF, Hopkins County Sheriff's Office, and Madisonville Police Department assisted in the DEA-led investigation.
Our main mission is safety, keeping people safe in the community. So when you aggressively, investigate these cases and put these people in prison where they belong, as long as you can, then you have a better chance of making your community as safe as possible.
Officials say several of the suspects have served prison time before.
To those who traffic, poison, and prey on our communities, we are coming for you.
If convicted, they face a minimum of 10 years in prison. The suspects face charges of conspiracy to distribute meth and cocaine, plus additional counts. The U.S. Attorney's Office says it will pursue convictions on every count in the indictment.